Good morning and welcome to the Public Service Commission of South Carolina. It is Thursday, June 13th, 2024 at 10 a.m. and we are here today in a noticed proceeding in docket number 2023-381-E. This docket concerns a complaint filed by Alkegen Unifrax 1 LLC, a subsidiary of Lauscha Fiber International, Complainant versus Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated, Defendant, Respondent. Present in the hearing room for commissioners, we have Commissioner Justin Williams, Vice Chair Powers, Commissioner Thomas, Commissioner Caston, and Chair Belzer. I note for the record that Commissioner Carolee Williams is on leave this week. Let me recognize our staff counsel to read the docket.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, commissioners and parties. As mentioned previously, we are here today for the proceeding in docket number 2023-381-EG, Unifrax LLC, subsidiary Lauscha Fiber International, Complainant, Petitioner versus Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated, Defendant, Respondent. The proceeding has been scheduled for today, June 13th, 2024, 10 a.m. All parties participating in this matter are available, and the docket is in order. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Winburn. Let's take appearances from counsel. Who's representing the complainant, Alkegen?
Good morning.
I need you to, can you speak into that microphone so everyone can hear you?
Good morning. My name is John Malone, and I represent the complainant in this matter, Alkegen.
Thank you, Mr. Malone. And who's representing the defendant, respondent, Dominion?
Good morning, Chair Belzer and members of the commission. I'm Chad Burgess. I'm in-house counsel for Dominion Energy South Carolina, and with me today is Jason Richardson and Michael Anselmo, both of whom serve as the company's outside counsel, and they are from the law firm of McGuire Woods. And it's a pleasure to appear before you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Burgess. And the Office of Regulatory Staff.
Good morning, Chair Belzer, members of the commission. Good to see you all this morning. Joshua Austin on behalf of ORS.
Thank you, Mr. Austin. Are there any preliminary matters which need to come before the commission? Mr. Malone, I see you headed toward the microphone.
Yes. Members of the commission, we filed a motion earlier this morning to toll the hearing of this matter for 60 days, and I've talked with counsel, and we wanted to sort of lay out the reasons why we were asking for that and then let you all know what we have proposed in a way that we think addresses the matter before the commission.
Okay, Mr. Malone, can you pull that toward you a little bit?
Maybe I'll just pull up to it.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
So, very briefly, yesterday we received correspondence from Mr. Anselmo providing us a copy of new regulations that apply to gas contracts that I think became part of the state register on May 24th of 2024. And based on where the parties and the commission was at the motion to dismiss hearing, we believe that these new regulations have changed substantially the landscape that the parties were operating under. And in order to give the parties a chance to sort of digest the new landscape, we wanted to have an opportunity to try to work with Dominion under these regulations that now appear to apply to our contract with them to see if a resolution could be reached. And because, again, we're not blaming anyone or suggesting that it was done in any nefarious way, but we haven't really had a chance to, digest what they mean. We got the order from this commission yesterday about the motion to dismiss. We've given that careful consideration, and given your thoughts and concerns about the issues before this panel, as well as those new regs, we have thought it would be better to see if, the parties can have a chance to see what can be worked out going forward, because quite frankly, the landscape has changed, and having a hearing about, what we were going to talk about today almost seems moot because things have changed.
Okay.
So that's why we've asked the commission for this window in time, and what we've proposed is that we would dismiss this matter without prejudice with consent of Dominion, and that we are going to use the next 60 days to work with Dominion to see if there can be a resolution reached between the two parties, using the new regulations that appear now to be in effect for the gas contract. And so that's what we would propose to the commission as a way to address what was supposed to happen today and hopefully reach a resolution between the parties.
Thank you, Mr. Malone. Mr. Burgess, Mr. Anselmo, or Mr. Richardson?
Thank you, Chair Belzer. Yes, we joined the request to allow Lauscha to dismiss their complaint without prejudice. The company and Lauscha will work together until August 9th to resolve the issues, and doing so under the new regulation, 103-431A5. So we do join the request to allow the complaint to be dismissed without prejudice.
Madam Chair?
Just, let me just ask a question. You're asking for dismissal without prejudice. So if y'all are not able to reach a resolution, everybody understands that they could refile a complaint. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. Thank you. Commissioner Justin Williams.
And I definitely don't want to put anyone on the spot or probe too deeply, but just want to make sure there's actually something to work out. Because we're here, everyone's here. Do we think there is a potential resolution?
Again, with my crystal ball is not as clear as I would like it to be sometimes, but the reality is that before May 24th, we didn't think that provision in the regulations applied to our contract. Now, going forward, it's going to apply to our contract, and there are provisions in that new regulation that we acknowledge going forward we're going to have to address with Dominion. And we think there's ways to do that satisfy both parties. So, yes, we think, we accept that the playing field has changed. And we acknowledge that, under the new regulations, we need to do, you all agreeing with us that the contract didn't allow them to do that before May 24th seems to be pointless at this point, because we all have to deal with what's going to happen going forward. And that's what the parties are going to try to do, is look at those regulations and apply them to this contract, because quite frankly, before that point in time, we've never done that, because we've always assumed that they didn't have the ability to do that. Clearly, that's changed.
I figured, Commissioner Williams, since you were looking at me for that, yes, if Lauscha is willing to enter and they are in good faith negotiations to try to work out this issue, the company's certainly willing to do that. I'll leave the comment there. I think we disagree with some of the characterizations on the contract and the regulations being linked. As you heard at oral argument in the motion to dismiss, we think they're wholly separate and distinct menu options, if you will, for the company. But under this new reg, the parties are willing to work together in good faith to resolve this.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Mr. Austin, does ORS have a position?
No comments or no objection to the proposal.
Thank you, Mr. Austin. Okay. As presiding officer, I will grant the motion to, well, I don't know that we really need to toll the deadlines if you're going to withdraw the complaint without prejudice. So I will grant the motion to withdraw without prejudice and encourage y'all to negotiate, which I think you both will. So both parties will. So thank you very much. Is there anything further that needs to come before us today?
No.
Okay, hearing nothing, I thank you both, all parties, for being here and your discussions, and we will see where we go from here. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wish you all a good day.
Thank
We're
you.
adjourned. I know that I've granted the motion to dismiss. Can somebody do us a quick proposed order so we can close this docket out for us?
Yeah, since we're local and y'all be traveling, we're happy to put together. I'll obviously share it with Mr. Malone before it's filed.
Okay, if y'all would do that.
Yes.
It just closes the loop on this docket. Okay.
Understood.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bye.